How's it going, class? This is Tucker Cooper, and I'm reporting my Unit 12 investigation of the TV weather maps from Sunday, March 22nd through Sunday, March 29th. On Sunday, March 22nd, we can see a stationary front from nearly the tip of the Alaskan Peninsula all the way through the interior and into western Canada. This stationary front has both warm and cold air with little to no movement. We can see some rain showers to the south and possibly snow showers to the north. There are two low pressure systems with an occluded front in the south just off the coast of Alaska and a high pressure system to our west over the tip of eastern Russia. On Monday, March 23rd, we can see that the low pressure systems continues to stay off of our southern coast, and one has even begun to work its way into the southeast of Alaska. We can see low pressure troughs in the area of the Alaskan Peninsula along with southeast Alaska. These troughs seem to be bringing in some rainfall and snow to these areas. The high pressure system has moved in towards the interior and has brought with it some light to heavy cloud coverage. On Tuesday, March 24th, the low pressure system in the North Pacific is beginning to increase, and as you can see by the maps, the isobars are beginning to come closer together. The occluded front is back, blowing north towards our southern coastline and bringing with it some rainfall. There is a high pressure system to our east and to the west. The western high pressure system seems to be bringing in some heavy cloud coverage to the western coastline, while the high pressure systems to the east over Canada are fairly clear with light to moderate cloud coverage. The interior is also looking crystal clear for this day, while the Aleutian Islands are getting some light snowfall. The Tuesday forecast for Wednesday, March 25th, we again see the low pressure system off of our southern coastline to begin to move in closer inland. The isobars continue to get closer together, with the occluded front now right on the coastline from the Alaskan Peninsula all the way down to southeast Alaska. This low pressure system brought rain showers to south and southeast, and a trough on the Alaskan Peninsula seems to have brought in some snowfall. The high pressure system is still over the tip of eastern Russia and another moving into Canada. The Tuesday forecast for Thursday, March 26th, we see that the occluded front continued to stay along our southern coastline and still continues to bring rain showers and sporadic snow. The pressure system is now looking like it will continue to move down the Alaskan Peninsula. Not very heavy cloud coverage for that day, but we can see some foggy areas along the southern coastline and northern tip. And that high pressure system off of Russia's coast that is bringing in some rain and snow showers. On Thursday, March 26th, that day's actual weather map, we can see that the low pressure system has now moved completely into the Alaskan Peninsula, and the occluded front is now along the southern coast but seems to be bringing in less rain showers for the south. There are now two more low pressure systems beginning to build in western Canada, and we can see for this day light to moderate cloud coverage throughout Alaska. The high pressure system is still on the coastline of Russia, and we can see light snowfall over our northwest coastline. On Friday, March 27th, there is a large combination of high and low pressure systems throughout the weather map. We can see the low pressure systems along the Alaskan Peninsula and southeast Alaska, and even northwest of Canada. We can see the high pressure systems to the west of the Aleutian Islands and southeast Alaska. On this day, there is a low pressure trough that runs all the way from the Aleutian Islands up towards the northwestern tip of Alaska. Sporadic rainfall throughout southern Alaska, and another occluded front beginning to push its way up towards the southern coastline. The Friday forecast for Saturday, March 28th, we see the occluded front beginning to push up from the northern Pacific, and it is mixing in with the warm and cold fronts in the southeast. There's a lot of troughs coming from the low pressure system, bringing rainfall to the entire southern coastline, along with some snowfall to the north slope and more sporadic snowfall to the west. The Friday forecast for Sunday, March 29th, we see that the low pressure system has continued to stay along the southern coastline and still brings in the rainfall to the area. The troughs are just as consistent as they were before and completely pushed out the high pressure systems that were once there on previous maps. The low pressure system that we see in the previous map off of Russia's coastline is beginning to push its way in and bringing with it snow, showers, and rain. The actual weather forecast for Sunday, March 29th, we see that the low pressure system is in the south with not as many troughs as the Friday forecast had predicted. There seems to be light rainfall for the Alaskan Peninsula area and some fog and light snowfall along the southern coast. There is moderate to heavy cloud coverage throughout all of Alaska with fog and snowfall up on the northern slope. There is a low pressure system hovering over western Canada, and we can see an occluded front with fog and snow pushing east towards our western coastline, and we see a high pressure system sitting along the coastline of Russia. Thanks for watching my presentation on the Unit 12 observations for the weather maps. Hope you have a great week, class.